is a 10 amp rated motor, not a 10 amp motor. No filters installed at all. Air is going straight in and then going straight out. This is rated at 135 CFM. But let's verify if it really has a 10 amp motor. So to answer the question, when is a 10 amp motor not a 10 amp motor? When it's an 11 amp motor. Now let's put in the little pre-motor filter, see what we lose for CFM. See if I can manage to do this without looking. Okay, that's in there. So now this is pre-motor filter, no bag. Okay, so the pre-motor filter is just a few CFM. Now, this is like worst case scenario. Let's be honest. It's a single ply paper bag, and it's too big for the compartment, at least in this condition. So what you get for CFM will vary around a little bit, depending on how you manage to fit the bag in there and how well it expands into the compartment. So I will do the best that I can. And other more freer flowing bags may have different results. Okay, now that fiddly bit's all done. Both pre-motor filters in. Let's see what happens. Whoa. Okay, that's much lower. Let me see if I can improve upon that a little bit, but you could really hear the difference. Everything slowed down. So I'm going to try to poof the bag out a little bit more, see if that makes any difference. Just kind of do what we can. All right. Let's see if that helps, or maybe it's worse. It really kind of fights you a bit because it's so large in there. All right, here we go again. Can we beat about 121, or is it going to be worse? Okay, I did a lousy job. So let me try it one other way. But you see how putting the bag in, right, makes a difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the end of the bag in a little bit. The bag is just, it's too long for the compartment. It just is. So there, I've kind of rolled it up a little bit. Now hopefully that'll go in there and not fight me quite so much. Okay. Let's see if it's any better, or maybe it's even worse. Oh, there we go. Well, now you've seen a range of airflow based on how you fiddle with the bag in the compartment. Here's the super duper professional looking setup here. We have the Extend Mighty Mite set up with the hose stretched out. It's up tall. And here is the nozzle down on the airflow and suction box. So let's see what this pulls. We're just going to do two tests. The first one has my two filters in. That is the premotor filter and the bag, again with the bottom being rolled up a bit for a little extra CFM, at least initially. All right, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, about 77 CFM. And let me take the two premotor filters out. And now we'll see what kind of CFM boost we get. Well, it looks to be about 3.5 CFM from both of those filters. Now let's do a suction test, and for the suction test, I'll put both filters back in again. How about a quickie pickup test? So we have baking soda, flour, red sand, and some rice. And I have this set where these little gates are actually down. So let's see what that does. So even with this set in this position, I can really feel this thing sucking to my concrete. If I put it where I put all the gates up to where this is totally flat, then I imagine it's probably gonna suck down even more. Yep. So that literally is maximum suction cup effect. So let's put it like this. Make sure everything's tight. And away we go. And that is a clean sweep. That is a really clean sweep. I missed, okay, my fault, 1 grain of rice. That's not the fault of this machine. It did fine. There's nothing at all left here. I mean, nothing whatsoever. So this works really well on bare floors. It's possible it might even be a little too hard to push, but if you find it that way, always remember that on the hose you have a little suction relief valve. So that may help mitigate any suction cup effect you get. So, yep, this is a great little inexpensive machine. I have another spec that we can actually test. So Sanitaire claims 71 dBA. So right now I'm about 5 feet from the center of the canister. So let's see what that does. So as you can see, or hear, this machine is far louder than 71 dBA